Welcome to Edurice channel. This is 20 minutes challenge day 9. In today's session, we are going with brain developer of chapter 5 circuit drawing using Tinkercad. We are going to see CyberQuest Kips Learning Grade 7 CBSE Board chapter 5 on Tinkercad. Brain developer questions. This is the textbook that we are following, and we have started with the fifth chapter, that is circuit drawing using Tinkercad. In the previous video, in the challenge of day 6 and 7, we have talked about Tinkercad circuit, designing a series, a parallel circuit, and how a lab session can be implemented. Now, in this chapter, at the end of this, the students will go through brain developer. So there are a few bits that we are going through in today's session for you to understand the topics that were being covered in the previous video. So let's get started. So we'll start the timer now. All right. So we are going to see the brain developer, chapter 5, circuit drawing using Tinkercad. In this, the first part, A section, is fill in the blanks, where we are going to see 5 questions. The first one, a dash is a closed circular path or loop through which electric current flows. In the first video of Tinkercad circuit, we have talked about a definition of electrical circuit. In that, I have said you that we will not verify, but we will understand how a circuit is designed. Now, for you to understand definition, we have gone through Tinkercad and we have designed the circuit. So, a circuit is normally defined as a closed path. It should have a closed path which is formed by using some path connecting wires, devices, a circular path where the current can flow from positive to the negative. Second question. In a dash circuit, all the components are connected one after another in a single path. In we have two types of circuits. One is series and the other one is parallel. A series circuit is the one where devices are connected one after the other. I gave you an example of students sitting on a bench. On a bench, there will be three friends sitting one after the other. So that is a series connection kind of thing. So the answer for this is series. Third question. Tinkercad is a cloud-based online tool developed by. This is developed by Autodesk, cloud-based online tool. So the answer is Autodesk. Fourth question. A dash circuit allows electric current to flow through multiple separate paths. Now, if you see, it is talking about certain type of circuit. The first part of our chapter, we have seen the definition. In the types of circuit, we have series and parallel. So if you go in that order, we already have seen series designed. Now, if you concentrate on this question, its circuit allows electric current to flow through multiple separate paths. So obviously, this will be a parallel circuit. This is like three students sitting in three benches, one after the other. That is one below the next in the separate paths. Fifth question, the last fill in the blanks. The dash button in Tinkercad simulates your code and circuit to check whether it is working or not. In the last video, we have designed a series and parallel circuit. After making all the connections to verify, there is a button called Start Simulation. A Start Simulation button will be used to check whether your circuit is working or not. So, this is the first part. B is about true or false. Write T for true and F for false. So, let's go with this true and false question. First, Tinkercad is an open source software. Is it true or false? Open source software in the sense anything that is freely available in the internet that you can download without paying anything or which does not require any kind of paid license. That is called open source software. Yes, we can easily download it. It is written as false here. I'm sorry. Actually, this is true. Next question. The bent wire of an LED is called the cathode. If you remember LED, in the next slide, I'll show you the diagram. You will have one straight line and one bend line. The bend line is cathode. The work area in the Tinkercad is where you can drag and drop the components. Now, the area in the Tinkercad where we are going to drop and drag the components. True, yes, we can drag and drop the components in the work area. Fourth question. In a parallel circuit, the electric current can only flow through one path. Now, if you remember the definition of parallel circuit, you will have multiple separate paths. So the current can pass either of these different separate paths of the bulb. So this will be a false condition. Fifth question. If one bulb goes out in a string of fairy lights connected in a series circuit, the entire string stops working. Now, this question relates to a series circuit where we have LEDs connected one after the other. If one LED goes out, if it is not working, what happens? Is the entire string stop working? Now, for you to actually see it, you have to go and check my previous video where we have designed series and parallel. There, I have removed the LED and showed you how whether the LEDs will be glowing or not. So the answer for this will be true. The entire string stops working. You can check this actually in the Tinkercad software tool. Third bit, C, is competency based question. Now let's see what we have here. Now there is a situation given here. Jay is connecting an LED to a coin cell battery. He is confused how to identify the cathode and anode terminals correctly. Help him to identify the same. Now let's see. There is an LED with two terminals. We need to identify which is anode and which is cathode. So there is a diagram from the Tinkercad tool where you will see that one terminal is state and the other bent terminal, which is highlighted here, is representing anode, right? So if you just place the cursor onto the terminal, it will show you which terminal is anode and which terminal is cathode. And basically, cathode is negative, anode is positive. D. Select the correct option. We have multiple choice question. We are going to pick one correct answer. First question. Which type of the circuit stops working if one component is removed? If let's say you have three bulbs connected in series and in parallel, or there is open option also. If one LED is removed from the circuit. In which circuit does the whole circuit stops working? Is it parallel, series, or open? In the previous video, we have designed this series and parallel, and I have removed the LED and showed you which circuit will work and which circuit will not work. In this case, series circuit is the answer. Question number 2. What is the purpose of the resistor in a circuit? The resistor is useful to limit the current that an LED is required to glow, and usually it is 20 milliamperes of current. Now here we have the options to provide power. Does the resistor provide power? B. To act as a switch. Is it like on off thing? C. To limit or regulate the flow of electric current. Obviously, it is to regulate or limit the flow of current. So you can just resemble this as a water pipe. When the water is flowing in the pipe, and if you want to increase or decrease the flow of water, not at the tap, but if you just press it with your leg, you will see that the water flow will be changed. You can increase or decrease the water flow. So the answer is C, to limit or regulate the flow of electric current. Third question. What is the name of the bent wire of LED? Just now we have seen the screenshot of Tinkercad where the option given here is cathode. Fourth question. What happens in a parallel circuit if one component stops working? In a parallel circuit, what happens? The rest of the components will still work. In case of series, it stops working, but in case of parallel, the remaining components will still work. Last question, fifth. What are the three main categories for creating design within Tinkercad? 3D design, circuit and code blocks, circuit, code and simulation, circuit, code and code blocks. And we already have seen this in the previous videos. 3D design, circuit and code blocks. Next, the last bit, answer the following questions. So you will be having like one sentence or two sentence questions that we need to answer. So the first question goes here. What is a circuit? Not in the definition that we have already understood by designing it in the Tinkercad. A circuit is a closed path. This is must. A circuit which is not closed or somewhere it is open, it is not called as a circuit. It should be a closed path or loop, and this path is where the electric current flows. You can also add up to this, like the closed path is connected different devices or components to wire, connecting wire where electric current flows. So that will be a complete definition. Next, second question. Name different types of circuits. We have seen these main two types of circuits that we have designed are series circuit where components are connected one after the other, and a parallel circuit where the components are connected one below the other. Next, define parallel circuit. Just we have defined it. A parallel circuit is one in which electric current can flow through multiple separate paths. Or you can say the components where it is connected one below the other, creating multiple separate paths. Last question. Write a short note on the Tinkercad software. Tinkercad is a free web based tool developed by Autodesk. It allows user to design 3D models, create electronic circuits, and simulate code using an easy drag and drop interface. Right? So that's it. This is about brain developer of chapter 5 circuit drawing using Tinkercad. If you have observed the questions that we have gone through, in few of these there are mistakes that I have written in these slides. Can you identify and let me know in the comment box which of these questions, 2 to 3 questions, where it is wrongly answered? Those who are going to tell me that in the comment, I'll be giving you a big surprise. Let me know in the comment box. So that's it for today's class. If you have any doubts or anything that you need to be discussing related to this brain developer of chapter 5, please mention that in the comment box. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.